and sent her downstream back to Skye. When Mother was gone, that's when I really learned what river was. It was then that I learned to rely on river, learned to love river. River always flows, but it's never gone. I was still young when I built my first boat from the hollowed out trunk of a tree, burned it out with fire, and made my own way down river to see where it led. And river flows down, river flows out, river yields herself to the formless sea. And on this edge, on this shore, I gathered together more pieces of wood, lashed them together with seaweed and tree roots to create a raft, my second boat. For now, it just remains to wait for the wind to be right, wait for the waves to call loud enough, stare long enough at the waves and you can sure they waved to you. I think it's time to go. Each boat I build somehow shows something of the place I've been, like that first boat built from the gentle alder wood to take me down the soft flow of river. The second boat, the raft, lashed together in haste and urgency to first take me across the sea. This boat constructed from the discarded plastics of your island. Another island I went to, there was silver birch trees growing tall, and in there lived these white birds that sang sweet songs to the sun. I stripped the bark from the trees to skin a coracle, and the birds flew down and gave me feathers from their breast to line the inside of it to make it comfortable. And as I went on my way, they sang sweetly again, but this time tinged with sadness, as they sang of how they too wanted to travel, but could not leave their island. Another island I came to was populated by two groups of monks, each community following a different doctrine, a different faith, a different set of sacred practices, but locked together by their proximity. In the heat of the day, monks would emerge from one monastery onto the meadow that separated the two communities, and they would take their places and dance, perform sacred movements in the heat of the day, and when dusk came, they would return inside. The other community would emerge, take their places on the meadow to sing vespers. One side grew vines, the other fields of corn, and at meal times they would come together to share a meal, one side bringing wine, the other bread, then each relying on the other for sustenance. When I had been there a while, and it became clear that I belonged neither on one side of the island nor the other, they came together again, built an enormous fire, and on that fire baked an enormous loaf of bread that I followed out to build another boat, and I was sent on my way. It is always like this. I land, I observe what there is to be observed, and I build a new boat. An assimilation, a culmination of all the things I have learned from that island, and it doesn't work every time. Sometimes it takes a couple of attempts, sometimes there is more to learn. But each time I land, I search for what I can't quite say, but I've met so many people like you, like us. None of them know quite what it is that calls them or how to connect to it. And each time I land, I feel somehow that I've moved further away, further from the source. It always runs away, always running away, a sad, sad reminder of river.